Hi guys, Alvin Mark, you're here in the studio, and as promised, I will bring you through my latest completed sketchbook on the items that I sketched during the first half of the circuit breaker. In fact, a sketching challenge was introduced to the sketching community in Singapore. I also invited those around the world to take part in this. So, without further ado, these are the 28 days of the circuit sketch break. Here we go. I didn't know how this sketchbook was gonna go about because the laws were changing every day within the first 2 weeks of the circuit breaker or the partial lockdown in Singapore. So I started sketching my food. This is my first packet of wonton noodles from Diamond Center, Food Center. This one is a packet drink. Teh C kosong, or tea with carnation milk without sugar placed in it. Day 2 also allowed me to have some wet burrito. We call it popiah here. And I told the vendor not to slice it for me so that I can pick it up and eat it like a burrito. Simple. Especially since we can't dine out. I also had a carrot cake from next door neighbor Tin Yang restaurant. Carrot cake in Singapore is fried daikon or fried white turnips, and is not the orange baked cake-like carrot cakes that you'd find in a Western setting. This is watercolours, and I'm having a kacang pool. Kacang means peanut, and pool means a swimming pool filled with broad beans that was grounded and cooked like a stew. There's also fried egg, sliced chili, and it's served with French loaf. And this is really popular in the Middle East. Because I had my sketchbook with me, I'm just not used to not carrying a sketchbook around, and because I had to wait for the food for 10 minutes, I was able to whip it out and sketch this one. I had a Zoom session with my animation class, so I got some Polar Puffs from Cheers for day 3. This is day 7, Bergerdale. It's like a fried potato balls, and it's from Diamond Food Center. The reason why you're seeing these dates that are all jumbled up is because this would be drawn over here, which leaves a lot of empty space here. So I fill it up later if there's something that I can fit into it. And if you're wondering why I'm not using the other side of it, it's because this is 180 GSM paper, so it's not very thick to be using watercolors on both sides. This was a tuna piece that my dad gave me last November. 2 can of tunas. Chili and something tuna, and this is tomato and basil leaf, I think, from John West. And I went out to get some bread for this. I figured I had to use it up, yeah, at some point. And it's Easter Sunday with day 6. I went to get some South African mangoes and some Kyoho grapes from Taiwan. They were really good. Day 7 brings me to Sun Sun Huat homemade curry puffs. I ordered 1 curry puff. Since I was there, I went to Parkway Parade Shopping Mall to get myself a bubble tea. Okinawa milk bubble tea, I think. So this is day 8. It's just right across the street diagonally from where the studio is. It's the famous award-winning fish soup, and it comes with a bag of rice. Something that we won't be seeing for a while. That's McDonald's that had to be shut at some point. This is a continuation from day 6, Easter Sunday. I got myself some Kit Kat chocolate in the form of a bunny rabbit. That's really interesting. This is some shumai from First Delight, also at Diamond Food Center. Day number 9, also across the street from me is Okada Coffee, and I had some banh mi. They serve primarily Japanese coffee and cakes, but because this area has predominantly a lot of Vietnamese restaurants, cafes, nightclubs, so they got creative with their menu and added some Vietnamese food items, and I got a complimentary jasmine tea from them. Yeah. This is chili pan mian from Malaysia Chat at Singapore Post, and went there to deliver some of my merchandise. This is a packet of chili, usually given to couple with a food. So this was from day 17 that I could fit in here, this little corner here. This is nasi padang at Maimuna. I love this place. I had the same bergedel, fried potato balls. I had sambal eggplant and some barbecue squid. Really yummy and delicious. So finally, day 12, I decided to have a martabak manis with corn, sweet corn, over at Walaku. Day 14 takes me back to First Delight at Daman, where I order a little bit of everything just because they look great on a sketch. So I had some sticky rice cake, some steamed rice cake, and some dumpling rice. All the way back to Paya Lebar just to stretch my legs a bit. I went to Green Dot and ordered a bento just about closing time. This is day 15. Day 13 takes me to Paya Lebar Square again, where I order a 9 Fresh signature dessert. One of my favorite desserts here in Singapore. This one is very Taiwanese. I was just getting this done quick so that I can go live on IG, Instagram with books actually in the afternoon. This is a pancake that I had from Mr. Bean with chocolate filling, and this is from day 27. This was my last bubble tea, and it's from Playmate on day 15, just right before circuit breaker extension. Of course, at that point when I was purchasing this, I didn't know about the extension, so it was just nice that I got this, my last bubble tea order. Day 16, so it was official, it was out in the news that our extension, circuit breaker extension, has been extended to June 1st. So over to Paya Lebar Square where Mom's Touch Korean chicken is, and I ordered a chicken burger with some cheese sticks. Day 17 takes me to Paya Lebar again, where I am having some Taiwan maze soba, Nagoya style, and this is at Kajiken. So you can actually top up the noodles 50% for free, and usually when you're there, they will serve you free Japanese barley tea. This is really interesting, but it was redundant. Chili oil, yeah, really yummy, delicious stuff. Oh yeah, when you're ordering this over there, at the end of it, because you have so much of the sauce at the bottom, the yummy sauce, you can actually order for a small plate of rice to couple with all that delicious yummy sauce. Yeah. Day 19 takes me back to Paya Lebar Square, where I ordered their signature vegetarian laksa. This is really good. This is a bento from Okada, which I had sketched but had not included because they had already shut down their operations for the time being. So I'm just leaving it in the sketchbook. Day 23, char kway teow or fried flat noodles from Malaysia Chia. This is a popular dish in Penang, and all I had to do was head over to SingPost Center for this. Really authentic, really yummy and big fat juicy prawns. Day 20, I had another wonton mee, this time at fatty wonton mee at Tianning, and the rest of the day was sorting out a portrait that I was working on. Day 18 is the first day of Ramadan, the month of Ramadan, and I decided to get some kueh-kuehs or some cakes from there. This is baked pandan cake, and this is glutinous rice, or lopes is what they would call it. Day 22, back at Daman Food Center, and this is Gina's famous vade. So Auntie Gina, she's not my auntie, but everyone in Asia calls anyone older auntie or uncle. It's just one of those things. Auntie Gina saw me filming on my camera, which is this thing over here, and she asked me to teach her how to pose on YouTube. So kudos to her, and she still wants to learn. That's really encouraging and inspiring to see. These are banana balls. So day 24, I think it was time for some prata. Headed down to Tin Yang restaurant again, and this is where Mr. and Mrs. Morgan is, and they've been serving prata in the Katong area for the longest time and are really popular with the locals here. Day 25, I did a double. In the morning, I headed over to Daman for some tau gua bao or fried beancurd with some fillings that they created. This is the chili sauce and the sweet sauce they created for this piece. Here in Asia, sauces are everything. And in the evening of the same day, I headed to Marine Parade Central Food Center, where I had spaghetti aglio olio at Tip Top Cafe. And it's really interesting, in Singapore, aglio olio is always coupled with something else. This one is aglio olio with seafood or prawn. I know that in Italy, aglio olio just means plain, just noodles and nothing else, maybe a slightly spicy sauce. But in Singapore, it's almost naked. It comes without anything else. Mushrooms, prawns, etc. Day 27, headed to Paya Lebar Quarters, where Taiwan Shinlin street snack is, for some homemade oyster mee sua or vermicelli, and of course some sweet plum potato fries. Yummy, yum, yum. And folks, thank you for tuning in. Day 21 is lemon and avocado that I painted. And on day 28, unagi toji don is served at Ichikokuro, and everything from here, takeaway, is at 50%. How amazing is that? The food and the quality is unbelievable. Because I ran out of pages in the sketchbook, this last page here is not fit for drawing. It's part of this page here. So this is the last real sketching page. So that's why I had to use a Fabriano 300 GSM. Yeah, but this was really delicious. Also, I had a I love Time bubble tea. So it just goes to show that if there's a will, and there will always be a wanting for bubble tea, there's always a way to find it. So there are bubble tea loopholes here in Singapore. A lot of them have gone online now to serve. And of course, there was this sketch that I did with Old Habits. They sent some food, and it's in collaboration with me doing a video of them. And I painted the brownie that they sent me. If you're interested, please do check this out. It's a really interesting video. And also, this sea salt roasted chicken that they sent me. Very interesting. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. This is Alvin Mark. You are here in the studio, and thank you so much for spending the last 15 minutes or so with me viewing my latest sketchbook tour. Until the next episode, guys. See you around. Ciao, ciao.